Hi, everyone, and welcome to our 2 o'clock session. It's Wednesday, and I'm going to show you today something different. I'm going to show you today something crazy, and it's going to be super interesting. So what you see here is our SmileFy app, and the SmileFy app is on the iPhone, right? Here we go, on the iPhone. So we were, until now, we were used on the iPhone to create the 2D smile design and to motivate the patient. So I'm going to use a pen. But now we can go a little bit further and we can bring everything to a new level. You don't need to design 3D on the iPhone, but you can design 3D on the Mac, and you can save the case. And when you're in the plane or when you're somewhere else, or you just have your iPhone with you and you can reopen the design, you can change the design, you can design if you want to. So it doesn't matter. The technology that we have created is, the vision of the technology is to have something that works all the time on the desktop, on the iPhone, on the iPad. It's the same features, same workflows, and you can have fun whatever device you use, right? So let's do something interesting, and we're gonna add to our patient documentation. We're gonna add a picture and intraoral scan. Okay, picture and intraoral scan. You can add the CBCT, you can add the prep, you can add more stuff, and we're gonna make more cases on the iPhone so that you see how easy it is, and actually it doesn't take longer than doing the same case on the Mac on the iPad. That's the crazy part about it. But nevertheless, let's calibrate the files. We calibrate the files with the same workflow that we have used until now. And I use my pen, right? And I set 3 points on the STL, red, orange, and green. And I have to set the same 3 points on the picture. Okay, so in the same order. That's important. Otherwise, when the points are not in the same order, then the calibration is going to be upside down or completely different. So let's see if my points are accurate enough. Oh yeah, it's better than I have expected. So we use a little bit of adjustment. We rotate clockwise. Yes, a little bit of tilt, and we bring the model down like this. Okay, so we have the calibration done. Picture with the intraoral scan, right? Now, let's go to the next screen, and we save the digital patient. So, Nemo, Facebook, mock up. Save case. I can add notes if I want to. I can add the short version note. Then I'm going to go back to my case management. As you can see, I have now patient files with the picture and the intraoral scan. I have the calibration project. I have the calibration project and the digital patient. So if I want to do something else, if I want to add more files to the case, I can. I just open the patient files. I add, for example, a CBCT or more pictures, whatever I want, and then I calibrate them, and they're going to be added to the digital patient. So whatever I do, I work with the digital patient. Let me see. Now I start a new project, and the new project that I start is not the smile simulation, is the 3D smile design. Because we know the smile simulation is working, 3D smile design. And do you want to create the smile design case using the digital patient? Yes. So, and then we get to the first screen. The first screen, as you can see, the models are a little bit too small, but I have the zoom button, so I'm gonna increase the zoom. That's a prototype. So right now we are gonna test for 2 weeks every single workflow, every single scenario, and then we're gonna release on the 1st of June the 3D design, and it's gonna be perfect, right? So what you see here is just a prototype. It's one of the versions that we have created and done. In this screen, the most important step that we need to understand is, and because I'm a guy with, and I develop all these features on mobile applications, I need to here. Okay, here I need to adjust the AC from my phone because it's getting hot. Okay, so now I have 22 degrees set. That should be good. So back to my screen. I do have the occlusal position, perfect frontal and perfect profile, right? Perfect profile and perfect occlusal. Important, always scan with the palatal area so that we see the midline, and we can rotate and do everything based on the midline. Okay, so I see the midline, and now I'm gonna readjust my occlusal curve. I can go here full screen. Let's see. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna turn the symmetry off, and I'm gonna create my occlusal curve. Okay, based on this, view, occlusal curve, here we go. Okay, so I'm happy or not? Let me bring this part a little bit more like this. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go to the next screen. Now, the next screen is, what do we work in the next screen? First of all, I'm gonna zoom into my views, but this is gonna be fixed. So you're gonna get something like this, right? When we go live. First of all, I need to adjust the occlusal angulation, right? So I'm gonna scroll down, slider, occlusal angulation, and I move the occlusal angulation, and I adjust the occlusal angulation based on my frontal view, and I think that's fine. Okay, that's good. Then I'm gonna readjust. Let me see, I have the opacity here, opacity. So then I'm gonna set the height of my central. So what do I need? I reduce a little bit the height, like this maybe. I'm gonna bring the whole smile frame coronal. And I do have a very, very important, and I think a very useful feature, the midline. As I told you yesterday, we can turn the midline, we can move and shift the midline, but the whole denture, the whole teeth that we use are just moving around the occlusal curve, right? So when I move the midline, let me see, I adjust the midline, you see everything goes in place. That's good enough for me. And let's go and to the next screen. And I'm gonna turn off first the posteriors. Let me zoom in again, of course. You see, until now, that's the biggest issue that we have with the iPhone version, the zoom levels of the screens. So that's the biggest bug or issue that we have, right? It's a good problem. Let's go and set the distal lines for the width of every single tooth. So canines, lock. Regards to Germany, regards to Jan Heito, when I lock the canines, you see we change the color so that you know the distal line of the canines, they are blocked, right? They are locked. Now we are gonna, the laterals, the width of the laterals, mesial canine or distal laterals. And I think the centrals are, okay. You know, that's the beauty, I think, of this system, because if we lock the canines, we know that we have distal canine to distal canine. That's our occlusal curve, that's our space. And now I can manage the space however I want. And I don't need to go tooth by tooth and adjust the width of everything, because we should calculate automatically in the space our 6 teeth based on the occlusal curve. Done, right? That's the beauty of automation. That's the beauty of everything what we do. Now I know there is a little thing here that doesn't work, like it's the next button. So I need to click several times so that we move to the next screen. So look at this. The quality of the viewer is a little bit compressed here. So we need to make sure that also the quality here is good in the picture, because otherwise, when you select just a view of the STL, then it's fine. So let me hide the smile frame. We don't need the smile frame anymore. Let me go to the templates, and I'm gonna select. Okay, I'm gonna select Juan Carlos Palma templates. And here we go. That's our start for our design. So I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna select the 4 views of my design, and let's create a beautiful mock-up by bringing everything a little bit more vestibular. Okay, now I'm let's adjust a little bit the lateral like this, the width and the height, so that we match it to the gingival margins and bring in more apical. I think that's good. I can click on the views, you see, and then I see the occlusal view, big. I can see the 12 o'clock view like this. So I can check my design, you know, from every single angulation. Look at the position of my teeth. Look at the rotation. It's pretty good, I think, for the fact that we didn't design at all, right? So that was not a design process. That was just automated 3D smile frame, and that's it. right? Now, that's not a design what we do here. We don't spend time with the design that was automatically done, and it's pretty accurate. So I'm pretty good with the workflow that we have. We can have the facial flow, of course, and check, the facial flow of the patient, correct the smile, correct everything what we have if needed. And now, if I'm good with our smile design, let me see again the occlusal view so that I make sure I'm gonna bring a little bit more the canine. Let me check. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go on 4 views. Okay, 4 views is good. 4 views. I like it. It's good. A little bit more. Yeah, it's good. Like everything is, you see, it's facially driven. It's everything what we do. We have the face. We have everything on our 4 views. And I'm gonna play cool, and I'm gonna pretend that I see everything properly without going like this. You see, soon I'm gonna need glasses because it's I don't know. So I think the design is fine. Let me see the centrals. Okay, let's make the centrals a little bit more like, okay, and this one a little bit more lingual. Okay, let's see what we have for views. Let's go to the next step. And the next step is the mesh editor. We have solid. Now we have a crash, and I restart and I continue. We have the design, and the design is done with the templates, right? And the templates are hard objects. They are solid objects, right? I can move them, I can place them, but the whole mock-up, for example, it wouldn't look organic. It wouldn't look like, that's exactly every single detail it's done. That's why we go to the mesh editor, and that's also a prototype that we have developed, and it's already working pretty good. So we can now we can move, for example, the meshes. Look, and we can cover stuff like this. So you see, it's suddenly everything is very organic. Everything is very adjusted to the gingival margins. Look, I take this one. Okay, I can bring to the. It's like a digital walks-up. The centrals are okay for me. So let me turn on the other side. And these laterals, for example, let's move this lateral a little bit more. Oops, a little bit more like this, and we make it very organic, very in harmony with the gingival margins, with everything. You see, just small adjustments, but it makes such a big difference. It makes such a big difference. Here we go. That's our mock-up. And we save, and we export the files, and we print, and we do the mock-up in the mouth of the patient. So that was the case. 19-20 minutes with all the explanations, right? With all the explanations. Usually, so I did a recording. It took me 8 minutes. Of course, you don't need to rush. You can design, you can change, you can make it beautiful or change the centrals, and you can mix the templates. You can use every single feature that we have developed, but it's also working on iPhone. And you can let your lab technician design, and you can reopen your 3D case on the iPhone, change eventually something, and save a new version. That's the beauty of the system, and that's the way we try to make 3D smile design the standard for our smile design procedures. The standard, because smile design was never 2D. Smile design was always 3D. And we have the technology, we have the workflows, we have the vision, we have everything what we need to start a mind shift and to create something optimized in time and workflow, to create something special for our patient at the first appointment, right? If we have a printer like NextEnd, we print the mock-up in 12 minutes. When we print the mock-up in 12 minutes, until the patient gets the CBCT, until the patient gets whatever you need to do, a cleaning, whatever you have to do, you can be ready in 30 minutes to put a mock-up in the mouth of your patient. That's something very special, because according to the studies, 50% of potential patients get lost when you don't show them at the first appointment every single option for a beautiful aesthetic treatment. You don't need to go into details, right? That's just the consultation, the aesthetic consultation, motivating the patient, creating the mock-up. It's special, it's first appointment, and then the patient commits, and you can go deeper into the comprehensive planning, into the taking the CBCTs, the STLs, bringing them into the digital patient, readjusting the design. We work now on automatic preps so that you can already create an ideal design over the prep, and then step by step create something beautiful. Hi, Jeanette. It's so we use for our courses, we have the NextDent 500, and the NextDent 500 is extremely fast, and you can print volume and you can print one model, and it's really an amazing tool to create all these mock-ups and everything at the first appointment in minutes. So we are gonna send you, if you want, in the chat. I'm gonna NextDent 500. Let me check exactly NextDent here. And I think they in the meantime they have new 5100. Okay, so they have different sizes, but I think the little one, the smallest one, is called 500, and the quality is amazing, and you can stack 20, 16, 18 models on top. And then you can, I don't know, I don't remember, Javi, you're not here, but in the course, I think 16 or 18 models were printed in 2.5 hours. 18 models, you know, that was really, really impressive. So that's from me. The SmileFy platform is progressing every single day. So that's the first time that we had the mesh editor in the iPhone, right? In the iPhone. And that's really special, because this tool is creating from a good smile design an organic one, a very natural one. When the harmony, you can work with the gingival margins, you can bring every single detail into every single corner, every single detail of the smile, and you create something that looks so organic, that looks so harmonic, right? In the design, and then you just send. Now we check the option to integrate the APIs in the iPhone app, and then to send the model directly to the printer, to the next gen printer. So you have like a cloud, right? You have like a cloud, and then from the cloud you can get the model printed directly from the iPhone. It's also something that is it's very convenient, because we want to create a workflow that is the most convenient one, and you don't need to exchange files in a very, very time-consuming way. Yeah, so our journey is just at the start, but you see our innovations, and we push really hard to create, to improve every single step of the workflow, every single detail of the workflow. If we have, for example, the zoom levels properly directly, we can save 40 seconds, right? Because you don't need to zoom in and to wait until the models are there. And we have much more improvements until everything is gonna be seamless. That's the workflow that we're gonna release on the 1st of June. So until then, we're gonna just test. Hi, Garrett. No, that's not an evolution of the DSD app. The DSD app is discontinued. That's a complete new development. I created the DSD app in the past, and that's a complete new development called SmileFy, and it's based on the the DSD app also was based on the technology that SmileFy created, but the SmileFy platform is now a complete new platform that I developed with new workflows, a new vision, new technology, and it's a complete new platform. Okay, so I'm gonna stay a little bit more for your questions, and Carmina, you have the stage.
Thank you, Ralph. Yes, so what I would like
we don't
to
hear
show
you. We don't hear you.
No? Okay, let me try again. Is it better now?
Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Ralph. If you do have more questions, I can answer them. Okay, thank you, Dr. Jeanette. Basically, what I wanted to show you today is what you can do next. If you are already a Gold member and you're using the SmileFy application already, then that's wonderful. But let's say you are at the beginning and you want to learn what Ralph showed us today, which is the 2D smile simulation with the 3D mockup. Now, we have our online and in-person courses that are designed to help you learn how to use the SmileFy app. And so you will basically understand how everything works and how the app works. This is our most comprehensive course. The in-person and online is the same. It's just the in-person one, it's a 3-day course, but we have 3 modules, just like for the online course. And you are going to learn the tips and tricks on from our experts. You are going to be focusing on the basic how to design the smile design from 2D to 3D, how to build up your 3D, because you can do much more than just a mock-up. You can create your ideal design, you can do your composite veneers, you can also do your provisionals, just like Ralph explained us. And so what I would like to show you is that our course, the online course, starts on June 18th. This is the first date that we have. And if you go here, so on our website, smilefy.com, if you go to Academy, you will be able to see all the details about our courses. How many CE credits for the in-person or online. At the end, you'll get the certification. And just let me just explain you a little bit more about the online course. So every Monday, a new module will be released. We have 4 weeks. And the first module is going to be about the digital patient and smile design. You are going to have a Q&A with the instructor every week on Friday. And then from here, you have an assignment to complete every week based on the module. And therefore, on the second week, you are going to learn the 3D smile design and how to create your digital mockups. Everything is recorded, and so you don't need to worry about, let's say you don't have time for that week and you need to watch this a little bit later. You can watch it later. It's going to be recorded. Just the Q&As with the instructor are going to be live, but everything else you can watch them and re-watch them if you need it. Okay. When it comes to our online course, we have 21C credits. Okay. And let's say you already have a gold membership. What you can do is also take the ticket only. Okay, we have the bundle for the gold membership with the course, but you also have the option to get the ticket only. Same thing for the in-person course. It will start on August 5th to August 7th. And if you click here on Explore More, it's going to be in Miami. And it's a very nice hands-on interactive course. I'm sure you will enjoy it. And it's going to be, again, from August 5th to August 7th. You get 21C credit, just like for the online course. Now, because it's an in-person course, space is very limited. Therefore, if you are going to take this course, just do plan it in advance because it's not going to happen basically for the last month. That basically you're going to get everything for the last 2 weeks, let's say. So you need time to really plan your trip to Miami and to really enjoy the course. To have more information about the first day, what you're going to learn, the second day, it's everything here. Okay, we have the facial flow of the patient and how we integrate everything, every single file. Okay, how to take the proper pictures. So, and at the end, our clinical tips and how to continue, how to communicate with the dental technician, which is very important. Yeah, I hope to see you there. Thank you for staying with us until the end. If you do have any questions, remember that you can always connect with us. This is our email, info@smilefy.com, or you can also call us. This is our main line. Okay, let me see if there are questions right here. Thank you. Okay. The name of the printer, will you send that? Yes, I will send you the exact printer model, okay, for the next end. Because I do have it. I just don't have it at the moment, but I'm going to send it to you, Dr. Jeanette. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope to see you in one of our courses.